Hi guys, my name is Tiffany, and as a part of this program, I welcome you to a very special Senn TV episode in collaboration between our visual arts and civic classes, working together as a part of the MCA space program. Here are some of the artwork that I have done during my time in this class. For this one specific piece, I remember doing it. I was kind of confused at first because I didn't really have any idea of what I wanted. So I took some of the things that I found around my room and managed to come together and create some sort of collage. And I also create some type of drawing from it, but I don't remember where it is at the moment. But I really liked how it turned out because I was able to differentiate the different styles of how I used to draw and kind of brought them together in what I had in my own mind. Let's start off this episode by meeting Giselle Avila, who will help us understand this project.
Hey, it's Giselle, and I'm a student leader here at Space. For those who don't know what Space is, it's basically where civic students we come together in the space environment that we have created, and we talk about current events that affect us and that interest us. We also talk about our personal experiences, battles we've overcome, and battles that we are still fighting and trying to improve on. After talking to our classmates, we end up creating some type of art piece to express those feelings, our stories, and our opinions. The main reason we do art is because it's pretty much open-ended. These relate to one another in some type of way, and we are currently working on sharing our stories and pieces outside of Senn.
Space also receives the help of an amazing artist named Zakia. So let's get to know her and her workspace and the amazing art that she produces.
Oh, not right, but I'm gonna try again. Hey y'all, I'm Zakia. I hope you all enjoyed finding out what breakfast I was and what my job was. The breakfast was right, the job was wrong. So what I mainly do is make art. I curate exhibitions. I also like to collectively collaborate on projects with other people. I make photographs. I'm also in my studio right now. That's where I am. And I use this space to make art, but I also use this space to read as well as think. Sometimes I take naps here. I like to eat donuts here and also drink coffee. Interested in gender and sexuality and queerness. My work explores shared experiences that are tied to history, shared experiences that are tied to softness and desire and belonging. Part of my role as an artist in the space program is to utilize our conversations, our dialogues, and basically everything that we do to inspire some kind of project. I view a lot of things that you all have contributed into that conversation as source material for my art. I've been collecting things and will be creating a project out of that, featuring some of my favorite artists and some of my favorite moments.
One of the projects that students worked on for Space was called I Want a President That Blinks. Let's take a look at some of the student work and how the students at Senn TV react to it.
The one that says, I want a president that shares important beliefs and values with the people, fights for everyone, is open to criticism, to self-growth, and someone who take action and make changes that benefits others. I definitely agree with that, and I definitely agree that in reality that would really be a perfect president. And I also like the picture of it. It's like a lot of women empowerment and, Black Lives Matters and Bernie, and it's just like unity.
It's like a dream come true if a president is like that, but unfortunately, like open to criticism to self-grow. Do you really think a politician can do that? But I feel like this is a really important one, and it's what a leader should have. But unfortunately, it's very unavailable these days.
There's this artwork that someone has said that I want a president that is gay. And that has spoken out to me, and I know to others, because society has put a position where people or the president has to be straight or to look up straight, because there's many people who will disagree. And I think that it would be really interesting if it was a gay president to run, or a candidate to run.
We have the pleasure of being able to interview two students in this program. Victor Tinogo and Jamie Rhodes have also joined us in class yesterday, so let's check out some of the highlights from our interview from them.
My special person is me. I don't need to explain. From Easter, me and my family went out of town to the Dells, and I was in the parking lot. I thought it looked pretty, so I took a picture, and I actually really liked that picture. How did you learn to love yourself and become your own special person? I think that I spent a lot of time trying to fit someone else's idea of what pretty looks like, and confidence, and just being confident in my abilities and my skills. Honestly, I just started saying out loud, "Oh, I'm good at this," even if I didn't believe it. "Oh, that was good. I did great. That was great," even if I didn't. And it kind of just I kind of just spoke it into existence. So now that once I spoke it into existence, kind of happened. But once I kind of started reflecting on myself, I realized that I mean a lot to me, if that makes sense. And I always want to take care of myself.
This is an artwork that I did in sophomore year, actually, but I decided to bring it up again in junior year because I felt like it fit what we're talking about. So this artwork is light colors, because I just like the look of the colors I made, because we were mixing different colors. So I just like the background that I did for this. It just reminds me of somewhere calm, somewhere I'd say hopeful colors. I should say hopeful colors. When you turn something negative into positive, I feel like you could be a stronger person, because anything you go through in life, you should never think about it as a loss. You should think about it, what can I do better next time?
First off, I want to say good job. I like the piece, especially the quote. I think it relates to me in a way, especially with me deciding on my college decision and stuff like that. So I feel like this is really relatable to me. But one question I had was how do you think, not just the quote, but how does this overall piece represent who you are and how you've what you've been through?
Well, a lot of what I've been through, things I tend to beat myself over the small things, but also some major things. But I gotta I tell myself all the time, some things you can't control, and some things you just gotta learn. Because the best way to succeed is to learn a lot of new things. You're not gonna get everything first try, so you gotta keep pushing and hard working to get where you want to be, or just to be at the place where you want to be.
Well, that's all for today, guys. Please help support Space and see what other students have on their takes for this program. Until next time, toots magoots.